What's up, everybody? Welcome to Phoenix Channel. We here today to talk about Tekken 8 and what I think should be what they should do for Tekken in general. Let's get right into it. So one thing about Tekken 7 is that a lot of people want a new game. Some people want a new game. Some people don't care about having a new game. People are looking at Tekken 8, but when you really think about it, they just dropped this Season 4, Season 3 DLC or Season 4. Faki Realm, we got Ganryu, we got Zafina, and we got Leroy. And two of them are two new original characters. I don't see why they would drop a Tekken 8. It doesn't make sense for that to come out anytime soon at all. That just doesn't make sense. Like Tekken 8 would be at least 2 or 3 years, maybe even 4 years again away from where we are now, because they just dropped new content. Well, they drop a new game right after that. They spent a lot of money putting into Leroy and Fakuram. As you can see, their character models look exceptionally better than all the other character models in the game. Like if you look at Ling Xiao Yu's face, and you compare it to Fakuram or Leroy, one character that has a lot of details in his face is Heihachi, but a lot of the characters mostly just have like smooth faces, not a lot of wrinkles or a lot of detail. You don't see like freckles or like little details that go into the face. You don't see a lot of that in the other characters aside from like Heihachi and a select few they probably put a little more work into. But Fakuram and Leroy, they just look leagues above. When you stand them next to like the old characters, they look so much better. So what I think would be actually considerably better for Tekken is not to necessarily drop another Tekken 8, but to add on to what they got. So hear me out before y'all go crazy talking about there's already a lot of crap. It's hard for beginners right now. You got games like League of Legends that have over 80 characters, and their game's been going strong for the past 10 years. You have games that lasted more than 10 years, like Ultimate Marvel's Capcom. They had 40 characters, and no one let you learn how to play that game. You went to practice mode, spent 200 hours just to get your ass whooped. After being in practice mode for all this time with these characters, you just go in and get whooped. You have some fun. That's all. And these games lasted 10 years and they got 40 characters. I think Tekken has like 36, 37 right now. They're pushing 40. But there's games that have lots of characters that just they last a long time. And my idea is what they've already been pushing in Tekken that they told us about, but we never seen the results. So we got Street Fighter cross Tekken, but we never got Tekken cross Street Fighter. So what I would suggest is just add on to the game they already have. I would say drop a DLC with 12 new characters. And this will take considerably less manpower and effort to do than it would be to start a whole new game. To drop, a brand new set of 12 stages, drop brand new rules, and then rebuffing and revamping the characters, the 37 characters they already have. Just make 12 new characters. I say, 12 to 15 Street Fighter characters, and then just bring them over into Tekken 7. And now we can have our Tekken Cross Street Fighter. We already have Akuma. Just drop 12 more. We can get a Ryu. Who would love to see Ryu and Kazuya? If we can get, I don't know, Zangief, Chun-Li, Juri, Cody. We have Ganryu versus E Honda. You know what I'm saying? We can get I'd say Zangief again. No, we can get all these awesome ass characters. We already got Sagat. It's basically Fakuram and Sagat. But we want the real Sagat too. Sagat versus Fakuram or something like that. Ganryu versus E Honda. We can have Zangief versus King. All these dope ass matchups they can missing out Chung Li. I've been matching up the characters. No super iconic as Chung Li versus Asuka. Asuka's a great fighter, but story wise, Chung Li sucks at fighting, even though she's always top tier in every Street Fighter game. I never understood that. She's top tier, but in the story, she's bottom tier. F gets whooped on by everybody, no matter who it is. Always loses. Doesn't matter. Either way, that'd be dope as hell if they dropped the DLC with 12 or 15 more Street Fighter characters. And hear me out, because I know some of y'all really hated this game. I enjoyed Tekken Tag. It was a lot to learn. They had a lot of mechanics. But if we can get like a classic tag add-on, it doesn't have to be the main game to come with the Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Add a tag mode and add in characters from Street Fighter 5. This would be so much fun. Like you don't have to play the tag mode if you don't like it. I mean, no one plays Tekken Bowl because it's not online. I would probably play Tekken Bowl. I got the Tekken Bowl DLC and I haven't even touched it because it's not online. Well, I'm gonna bowl against myself or bowl against some NPCs. That's no fun. Or you gotta bring somebody over, man. We play online now. You gotta make this online. Tekken Bowl should have been online from the beginning. Bring back volleyball Tekken, or you do a story add-on. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so dope. Ken versus Lars. All these different matchups we can have. Bring over Nikali, Dudley, or Balrog versus Steve. We can bring in Vega. All these Street Fighter characters that are going to be top sellers. That Street Fighter was struggling really bad when it first came out. Now, Akuma brought over a lot of Street Fighters when he originally dropped Street Fighter players when he originally dropped in Tekken. So wonder just how much more of the Street Fighter crowd Tekken could pull over. Not trying to kill Street Fighter or anything like that. I don't enjoy the game personally. Everybody's entitled to their own game. Some people don't like RPGs. I like RPGs. It doesn't matter. I don't enjoy Street Fighter. I do enjoy Tekken. And I do like the Street Fighter characters. I just don't enjoy the game. So if they bring the characters over to Tekken, we don't want to kill Street Fighter. We just want to, add on to what we already got. You know what I'm saying? We already got a cake. Now we just, need a few toppings and everything to go with it to make it even better than what it already is. Or they could do a DOA crossover, bring over Ryu Hayabusa, Hayate, Ayane, Kasumi, not Phase 4 though. They didn't keep that hoe where she at. You can bring over Rig. You know what I'm saying? All these different characters. Like it has so much potential right now because we got Geese Howard from King of Fighters. We got Noctis from Final Fantasy, and we have Negan from The Walking Dead. He's not even a fighting like style of a character. Like they fight in The Walking Dead, but it's not like they have martial arts. My man has a bat. That's what he do. He got a bat. So, we can bring over characters from other either like DOA or Street Fighter, just make like 12 or 15. It's so much easier on what I would assume on the team to bring these characters that already have a basis of martial arts styles and just adapt them over to Tekken. Obviously, you're gonna have to add a few more moves because we all know in Street Fighter, everyone's got like 4 moves, and out of the 4 moves, one of them's a DP, one of them's a fireball, and then the other one is a toss-up of 3 other choices. So we all know they don't have very much variety, but they can bring it over to Tekken, and then that will actually be a better plan than Tekken 8, in my opinion, because you already have something that you built up that's really great. You got this Tekken 7 game. People love it more than Tag. It's got its own world tour. You got tournaments. Now we can just build upon this base. I'm willing to drop another $30, maybe even $40 for a Street Fighter crossover. You bring over my boy. I don't like Zangief, but I usually pick the wrestler character. But if you bring over Alex, I'll buy Alex. If you bring over Balrog, I'll play Balrog. I'll play Dudley. I won't play Vega. I'm not gonna play Vega. I'll play Sagat. I'll play Adon. I'll play Jury. You know what I'm saying? I'll play Seth, Gil, Bison, Bison versus Heihachi, dude. Like, come on, bro. This would be one of the dopest ideas ever. And in the Tekken light, not in the Street Fighter light. Or I would also like to see him drop a Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2. I actually enjoyed that game. That game was really fun. Either way, I like them to bring that over. That'd be so less extensive work than it would to be create a new game, new music, new menu, new properties for the already existing 30 plus characters, a new bound system because they've been doing a new bound system since Tekken 6. They've changed the bound system 3 times for tag. They added a bound, and then they got the tag out bound, and then we got the screw or the tailspin bound now, and we don't want to add even more. Even DOA went as far as to add a bound to their game because they're like, oh, bounds extend combos, and they extend combos. So the screw works fine because it kind of keeps the damage low, not as much, kind of still 50% on every launcher now. I don't know what's been going on. Damage has been going up. Combos haven't gone up. Damage is definitely gone up. But I just think it'd be dope as hell if they brought over those Street Fighter characters instead of making a Tekken 8 and just make it Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Add a tag mode in, add a few more stages. Like, look, you make 12 characters or 15 from Street Fighter. You bring over a couple stages, some music. The system's already there. The characters already have a basis of attacks. You build around that, which I know can be extensive and pretty hard. I mean, Ryu has a history of different attacks that you can already build around. It's easy. Ken is kind of a clone. Only thing really different is actually his fighting style has become more separate from Ryu over time. So Ken isn't that bad anymore. It'll be different. Just the DP Fireball and Tatsu's are the same thing. But it'd be dope as hell to see those characters come over, and that'd be great, man. That'd be a great idea for Tekken 8, man. So hey, if you agree with the idea, if you got some ideas of your own for Tekken 8 or something, leave some comments down. Leave some comments for your boy. I would really like to see what kind of comments you guys, what kind of ideas you have for Tekken. I know some guys want a Tekken 8. Tell me, why do you want a Tekken 8? What are they gonna do for Tekken 8? Oh, I'm ready for Tekken 8. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna remake Kazuya. They're gonna remake Heihachi. Remake Jin. They're gonna give Heihachi a left hand God fist. They're gonna give Kazuya a God foot now. Like the God foot. That's what we're gonna do. Tekken 8, the year of the God foot. No more God fist, God feet. Your boy Kazuya already got those. It's called a homing hell sweep. That's what the God feet is. All right, boys. Leave some comments, like, and subscribe, man.